It's Thursday and we are here. Hello,
Back.
everybody.
We are back. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thursday night turn up. It's gonna be a good conversation tonight. Good
It's
conversation tonight.
It's going to be informative. I got my iPad. There are notes on here. Like, I am here to teach the people tonight because it is getting wild in these streets. So, when people are having adult relationships, they need to be prepared for whatever comes with these adult relationships. But before we get into that, because we're going to let the people come in because men are going to want to take notes and women, whenever you guys watch, you guys are going to want to take notes about what I'm going to talk about tonight because I started telling someone about this and they were like, this isn't real. This doesn't happen. And I was like, it sure does. They were just like flabbergasted at the information I was providing. So we're gonna learn a lot tonight. But before we go into that, twins, how's your week been?
The week has been, work been busy. You know what? Let's get to it. Work been busy. My job got me working late. I got to work on a
Not late.
Saturday. You know what I mean?
Oh
The good,
no.
the good thing is this: the company is growing, so job security. That's a good plus. Business growing, so more opportunity, more money, all the good stuff. But in that mid part until you get there, oh, it's a lot of work. So my job been kicking my butt. But besides that, all is well. Kids healthy. I'm blessed. I'm alive,
I love
healthy.
that.
That's it. How are you doing?
I'm good. Work has been busy as well. I am
Oh yeah.
a department of two that should actually be a department of like four.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going on vacation as of tomorrow. I'm going to be headed to Cuba on Monday. Nobody's going to bother me. As soon as I clock out, I am taking my email off of my phone. I do not want to hear anything. I don't want any questions answered. The CEO even said in the meeting this week, she's like, while Toshiba's gone, people can reach out to me. Why? Because there's nobody else to talk to while I'm gone. Because my department is short staffed. And it's either me or the CEO. So I'll be on the beach in Cuba. So, and she literally was like, but if I can't solve it, you guys are going to have to wait till Toshiba comes back. Yep, that's right, because no one can solve the issue. So Toshiba is going to go to Cuba and enjoy herself and not let anybody bother her. And it's going to be beautiful and amazing because when I come back, I'm coming back to a full inbox of
Oh
things.
yeah, yeah. Because who's going to email the CEO? Like, who's that bold to email the boss? Like,
And
nah,
say, Toshiba's not here,
I'm
so we need you.
nah. I'm gonna wait till you get back.
They're
No
going
way,
to
girl.
schedule send those bad boys. I'm going to get a bunch of schedule sends. And for those of you who are not in corporate, so you know, when people are away, you can literally schedule send emails. You can write them an email on
Mhm.
Monday and schedule it for next Tuesday. So that it is, and you can say, you know what? They start at 9. I don't want to bog it up. I'm gonna wait till like 11 because they'll probably get to their inbox. So bam, it like they're gonna schedule send a bunch of emails. So I mean, whatever. I don't care because I'm going to be in Cuba and everybody leave me alone. So I am super excited about my trip. I'm going to unwind. It is just going to be um, beautiful. I am so excited. And yes, it is going to be my birthday. And so next Thursday, I plan to do the show next Thursday. I will confirm with twins what the Wi-Fi is like. And if the Wi-Fi is good, I cannot promise I will not be in a bikini. I make no promises because I might be in a bikini. Like I haven't decided. Like I'm going to be on vacation, so I might show up in a bikini, okay, in a jacuzzi. I don't know. I don't know yet. Okay, it depends on what mood I'm in, but the show will go on. The show
And
will happen.
I will be here, so you might want to be here too. Then, just for that caviar alone, you might want to be here. Just saying.
I'm saying I'm gonna do what is necessary for the people of God, right? So like I'm gonna do the show, but I cannot promise I won't be in a bikini because I am living my very best life because I fly out the next day back to the cold. So I am going to do it up. But I want to thank everybody for joining. Again, if you're here, like, subscribe, and share this show after it's done because I'm telling you, you want to pay attention to what I am going to tell you on this episode because it might just blow your mind and make you consider some of the adult relationships that you are having. So we're just going to go straight into it. And I am going to ask Twins a question. And he knows the answer because clearly he knows what the show is about. But Twins, did you know that a mistress can be sued for having an affair with someone's husband?
Yes. Now, I'm not sure if you're gonna play the clip tonight.
I am.
Okay, okay, cool, cool. The funny thing is, there was a situation that happened with famous singer Fantasia,
Hmm.
and she was in North Carolina, and she was in a relationship with a guy who was divorced or married or whatever case may be at that time. Good thing is it ruled in her favor because the guy was separate from his wife, but the lawsuit was filed against her that she broke up the happy home. So she was being sued by the dude's ex-wife, claiming that she was the reason why their marriage failed. So she had to go through that legal process. So before this clip she plays, I'm already familiar with that in North Carolina. Now I don't know any other states, but I know North Carolina you might want to find your own woman or your own man before you try to steal somebody because it can cost you.
North Carolina is not playing. And another person that recently, like within the last year, that was facing a similar suit was Nene Leakes, who also allegedly, the wife of the man she was dating, claims that she broke up her happy home and she was with her husband. So, what that's called is alienation of affection.
Mm,
So you can be sued for alienation of affection. And I'm going to explain it because I'm about to play the clip, but I'm going to explain how this is. So, husband and wife are together. Husband cheats on wife. Wife is left over here by herself. Husband's over here cheating it up, living his best life. Husband leaves wife for the mistress. Husband can go off and divorce the wife and then marry the mistress. There's a divorce settlement. Ex-wife is now getting what the judge has deemed, but she is heartbroken and she can now sue the new wife. So the husband's now out of the equation. So it's the two women.
mm.
So old wife sues new wife for alienation of affection, which means that if your bitch ass didn't enter my marriage and take my husband, we would have been fine. That is literally, I'm going to read the legal terms, but let's just call it what it is. That's what she's saying. So the legal term of alienation of affection, this is what it means. It is a civil tort that lets a spouse sue a third party who intentionally and wrongfully interfered in the marital relationship and caused loss of love/affection. It's not a criminal charge, so it's all civil court, which means money, which means that, again, husband's paying wife, whatever, but wife can still go, oops, I'm going to sue you too. Okay? It's a private lawsuit asking for money, damages for the harm to the marriage, emotional loss, breakdown of the relationships, and sometimes if the wife has to go to therapy to now deal with the dissolution of her marriage, you're also paying for that because now it's emotional damage. And she can bring her therapist in to say, this is what it's impacted her because she's now dealing with the fact that her marriage is gone. And they can put any number they want to emotional damage. Okay. So, in a recent case where I'm going to show you the video, I'm not even going to tell, I'm going to surprise you about what happens. But a TikToker was sued and the judgment came out 2 days ago. And we're about to show you two clips that talks about this lawsuit. So give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. You are going to be a little surprised if you haven't heard this story about how much you can get for alienation of affection. Here we go. Here's clip one.
North Carolina influencer Brene Kennard was ordered to pay $1.75 million after she was found liable of ruining a marriage. According to WRAL TV, she had been accused of having an affair with her manager, Tim Montague. And as a result, Tim broke off his marriage with his now estranged wife, Akira. Akira married Tim in 2018, and the couple have 2 kids together. She claimed that the affair caused anguish in her personal life and negatively affected her and Tim's family dynamic. Brene was found liable for criminal conversation and alienation of affection, which adds up to a whopping $1.75 million tab.
Okay, it's not doing that, so we're going to take this off and we're going to get to the next video because there is more. You're going to hear directly from the woman who was sued and see what she has to say. Here we go.
That's the sound of a $1.75 million cheer coming just moments after court was adjourned. Akira Montague embraced her attorney, Robinetta Jones, as dozens of supporters yelled from the sidelines. Akira Montague's lawsuit, filed in Durham County Court, accuses Brene Montague, an influencer with nearly 3 million followers on TikTok, of seducing and having an affair with her then-husband, Tim. That affair then turning to marriage when Brene and Tim wed. In the suit, Akira Montague claimed Brene used her online influence as a weapon. The affair also caused damage to her health and deprived her kids of a 2-parent household.
And it was nothing but lies.
Brene Montague, who represented herself in court, slammed the verdict, saying Akira Montague knew her marriage was over and allowed the affair.
She gave her consent. She said it was okay because she knew her marriage was over with and it was done.
Girl, you are a liar. Girl, 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 girl. You are a liar. That woman did not give no consent. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why she's
Why?
using that. First of all, she represented herself.
First
And you
mistake.
know what they say? You know what they say? What did they say? That they're saying something like you want, like if you want a fool for a client, basically represent yourself. Like representing yourself when you're being sued for $1.75 million is insane. But the reason she's trying to say that is because as one of, just like you said with the Fantasia situation earlier, right? One of the defenses for alienation of affection is the marriage was already over. It was already broken. Or the spouse knew and gave consent. So girl just went on ChatGPT. Literally, she went on ChatGPT and she said, ChatGPT, how can I defend alienation of affection? And ChatGPT told her to say those 2 things because ChatGPT told me common defenses for this: consent and prior breakdown. Literally, it is number 1. If the plaintiff's spouse had already consented to the relationship or the marriage was essentially over before the defendant's involvement, that undercuts the case. So she defended herself using ChatGPT. Now, here is the issue. Here is the issue. And I'm telling you, as much as we have a social media platform, social media is going to kick a lot of you people in the ass. Okay? Social media is not your friend. It is just a bunch of strangers on there. There's a bunch of strangers. As much as we love you guys, you're still strangers to us. So there's some things we probably shouldn't put on here. And when you have stole somebody's husband and you're having an affair, and let's be clear, in that situation, here's the drama. Here's the tea. Want the tea? Let me give you the tea. The husbands were cousins.
Somebody dropped a dime.
The husbands were cousins. So this woman had an affair with her cousin-in-law.
Mm.
Her and the wife were friends. They all did TikTokies together. Okay. They were doing content together. And the husbands were cousins. Now the husband, the ex-husband, is suing his cousin because men can do it too. Alien of affection doesn't care about gender. If you can prove that someone broke your marriage up, you can sue them. And let me tell you in what states, for those of our American viewers, that recognizes alienation of affection. You guys already know one state, North Carolina. Here are some others: Hawaii, Mississippi, where Jeff is from. Jeff isn't here tonight, but Jeff, just so you know, Mississippi, okay, is one of the states. New Mexico, South Dakota, and Utah. Now, the reality is you don't have to live in that state, but if the other spouse does, they can sue because that state recognizes alienation of affection.
Mm, that's new to me. Well, you didn't
One,
say Atlanta. You didn't say Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So
no,
I'm good.
I didn't say Georgia or
We good.
Pennsylvania.
I'm good. So we good. Georgia, we good, people. Still, find your
Ah,
woman. Find your own woman. Sorry.
listen, here's the thing. I think people think that this thing is a game. It's one thing if you're boyfriend and girlfriend. Listen, you are allowed to move. You listen, as long if you could be boyfriend and girlfriend for 10 years, which
Right.
is ridiculous, but I digress. But you can be boyfriend and girlfriend for 10 years. And if some woman or man happens to steal your boyfriend, that's really sad. And I'm really sorry for you, but that's how the cookie crumbles. But when you take a covenant under God, like, do you guys understand that is a contract? And going to civil court, this is what I like. People need to understand the significance of marriage. Okay, it is a contract. It is a covenant. Understand, it's a contract. When something like that happens, a contract is broken. When you enter a job, you get a contract. If you break the terms of your job, you've broken the terms of the contract. And some employers can actually sue you. If your contract of if your employer breaches the contract, you can sue them. Marriage is a contract. So you go out and you break the covenant by having an affair. And not only do you have an affair, you marry the woman you had the affair with, and you guys are just gonna go off and live your happy little life. Not in North Carolina. North Carolina, come on, raise up. North
Right.
Carolina said, nope,
And
not
you know,
over here, boo.
and the worst part about it, they're family, they're cousins. So it's like it gets deeper. So it's like, so how long you been had your eyes on my wife, or vice versa? How your eyes on my man? Pause. You know, saying I'm a guy, but you know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. How long has this been going on? If we're all hanging out together, chilling, doing TikToks, doing this, when did y'all start having this conversation? When did y'all start building up this relationship? So she was dead in the water just on that alone. That they were was a family thing. Me personally, I would say
That
rule
part.
one.
Listen, Mr. said it. That is some serious whole business. Like you got with the cousin, like that listen, let me tell you something. And I'm curious to know. Like I'm curious to know if you're like your, let's just call it your friend. If your friend started dating your ex spouse, not girlfriend, not boyfriend. Sorry, girlfriends, boyfriends just don't count, right? Your spouse. Your friend starts dating your ex spouse and then starts posting about it on social media because that's what got her ass. Let me tell you something. She
Yep.
was out there with her 3 million followers on TikTok. Talk. Okay, talking about, oh, my love, and this is what's happened and whatever. So they just took all of her social media stuff and presented it as evidence.
Yeah, because people like mess. Everyone who followed her knew at one point he was married to whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, people like mess, and all of a sudden now they're together, built up. So everybody's paying attention to the tea, like, oh my God, what's happening? So yeah, she thought she can get over. She thought it was all fun and games. She thought she gonna keep growing her social media. And guess what? Her social media is probably what hurt her. Oh, she has 3 million followers. You
Thank
figure
you.
everybody give her $1 a piece, she'll be a multi-millionaire. So she might not have a job where she makes that amount of money, but because she has millions of followers
Hmm.
and they're probably active on her page, that's what got her, jammed up. So she claimed, oh, she's not gonna see this 1.7 million. Oh, she gonna get her money. She gonna get her money.
She's
Trust me,
gonna get her money.
she gonna get her
Just
money.
like just like Cardi B's getting her money from Tasha K. Because even if she tries to file for bankruptcy, this doesn't count. You can't just wipe away, okay, money in civil lawsuits like that. You can just be like, oh, I don't have 1.75 million. I'm gonna go ahead and file for bankruptcy. That's what Tasha K tried to do when Cardi B sued her ass. And guess what? No, no, no. None of that. So seriously, how would you feel if your ex started dating, one of your friends started dating your ex-wife
Oh yeah,
and
that's
then was all over social media about it?
just like I just said. How long is this going on? How long have you had your eyes on my woman? Now, granted, she's my ex-wife now, right? So that's the past now, whatever. But it's just principle. 'Cause now you're gonna be thinking now, like, so all the time we hanging out and y'all laughing, yeah, like was it extra laughter with an extra smile, wink? Did I miss? Like, me and you, we gotta have a conversation, brother. Me and that dude gonna have to have a conversation. And it's not that I'm fighting over the woman. It's all about principle. It's all about,
It's principle.
you know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Because I mean, that's how the game goes. I'm not mad about the game. She chose you, whatever, maybe, whatever, cool. I just got a problem. If you one of my friends, and I have a small circle when it comes to men, so I don't have too many guys I hang around with anyway. So if you're one of my dogs, and one of my dogs now dating my ex-wife, yeah, we're gonna have a problem. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna sit down, have a conversation. It don't gotta go there unless you take it there. But we could have a friendly conversation. Just give me an understanding as how did this happen? And you better have a good story. You can't say, "Oh no, we start talking." Nah, nope. You gotta do better than that. So yeah,
Because I would think that as men, you commune as men. I just put that up there, your mother to read it. You commune as men. And like you said, you have a small circle. And so when you're going through your divorce and your separation, all of it, you're going to talk about it, and you got a friend there that's listening to you coveting your wife and just waiting for the pay. So like the whole thing is bad, whether it happened within the time of it or it happened after. Like 10 years 15 years 20 years, maybe. And I'm talking about like maybe, but like the divorce is not even like the ink hasn't even dried on the divorce paper.
hmm
And I'm taking out the affair piece, because to your point, you're gonna start saying, okay, well, how long has this happened? All of a sudden, you're all over social media. This is my boo. This and that. And mm-mm.
because you know what's gonna happen. I mean, on top of you seeing the pictures, you're gonna have your friends be like, "Hey, yo, Wayne, I saw a picture of your ex with so and so. Y'all still friends?" that's gonna be the irking part. All my people who know me gonna start hitting me up like, "Yo, what's up with your old boy?
What's up? That's the general question. What's up?
What's up?" Like, now I gotta sit here and try to explain about something that I don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's once again, it's just principle, fellas. It's just principle. Trust me.
Do Do you think the ex-wife was petty for suing?
It depends, because after that type of situation, a breakup or divorce, whatever, they're vulnerable, right? So, I mean, actually, I wouldn't know. I couldn't even tell you from a woman's point of view as far as the vulnerability afterward. I couldn't even tell you that. So, I would say it would have to be intentional if she was trying to get back at me, right? So, let's say I did something to cause the marriage to be over, right? And she did that talk to one of my friends. Then yes, that's intentional because she's trying to get back at me. That part I can assume. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That part. But if I didn't really do anything for the marriage to fail and you did that, that's a different conversation.
I mean, I actually don't think she's petty for suing. I don't think she's petty for suing at all.
I don't think. I
I
think.
think it should make people think twice.
I think anything is more. If more than anything is more the guy pursuit. Because if a guy
No, for suing, for actually suing the woman. Yeah, for
that,
suing her.
oh no, yeah, no, she ain't wrong for that. Yeah, get your money. That's I mean it's petty, but if I live in North Carolina, it's fair game.
No, but here, you know, I think what makes if she was some random woman he met in a club, you know what I'm saying? Like it was some random woman, or he was on a work retreat
I'm saying
and went away. But this is a person you were around all the time. You are married to cousins. So you guys are at family gatherings, you're hanging out together. The cousins are likely close in age because they used to do TikTok stuff and talk about marriages together and all of this different things. So you are around this person. And while you're around them, are their feet under the table touching each other? Are texting each other on the side and giggling? Oh hell to the no. Like hey, broken Berlin, welcome. Like here's the thing, and I think for her, and this is the piece that I think, and learning more about the story, she kept referencing her kids, right? Like she did things the right way. She got into a marriage, she had her kids, she has this marriage, she's going on just fine. Okay, she's hanging out with this woman and her husband. They're doing whatever, and she finds out that this whole time, or however long, her husband is. And I won't lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be super petty. The new wife, the mistress, she's a big back. No, I'm be honest. I'm be honest. And as a woman, that's gonna count. We're petty-ish, like women, we're petty as crap. Broken Berlin, you know that. Women are petty. We are petty people. So you cheat on me with this big back, because here's the thing. I guarantee you the whole time she wasn't worried. She wasn't worried about her husband cheating on her because she was a big back. But the big back stole her husband. And to add insult to injury, not only did they have an affair, you went and married the big back. Do you know that her friends are talking about that? They're talking about that. They were like, girl, he left you for the big girl. It's awful. I'm gonna tell you, it is petty. It is petty, but it is what it is. Okay, that is part of the pain and suffering that she may not say it out loud, but she's saying it in the group chats. Broken Berlin, I see. I'm about to add you to the stream, but that it might seem super petty, but when she's thinking about the family that she wanted to have, and she's thinking about all of that, she did not imagine, one, losing her husband and the father of her child, much less losing him to a big back, much less losing him to a big back that was part of her family and she was supposed to be friends with. I'm telling you, the big back thing is a big deal,
No,
because
that's
I
fair.
can't use the other words apparently, because that's
That's
not right.
right. No, I totally agree. I
Super
understand.
petty.
No, I don't think it's petty. It's called get back. Because like you just said, her girlfriends, everybody talking, oh man, girl, you lost your girl to a big back. You know how y'all women are petty. So yes. So she like, know what? You won't play in my face? No problem. I'm gonna play in your face now. And I'm gonna be in your pockets. You can have him. Because she probably already divorced him already and got what she want from him, right? Alimony, child support, XYZ, whatever, right? So that part.
Hmm.
So now she got that bag, right? Now, you know what? I'm gonna give you another bag. Oh, I can sue her too. Let me get
Yeah, I skipped over it and went to the wife. That's literally what I was saying when I was explaining it to someone. I literally said that. I said, she said, I got what I want from him. So now I'm about to get what I want from you. And here's the thing. That is a quick dissolution of that marriage, because I'm already paying her alimony and child support. Now I have to help you, because guess what? We're married. This isn't just boyfriend and girlfriend and they're having an affair still. They're now married, which means co-mingling of funds, which means that their tickety talk dollars, okay, are all put together, which means that she can go ahead and put a lien on the money that they receive from Tickety Talk. Hey, Broken Berlin, give me 2 seconds. Let me finish that. So she can put a lien on any money that they get from TikTok and have that money transferred to her. I don't know if that marriage lasts if this $1.75 million is upholded. Hey, Broken Berlin, welcome back. You with us? Don't tell me Restream is giving me issues this week.
Give him a second.
My
Give him a second.
microphone check.
We definitely got to talk about what Minister said about men will leave a bit back if your bit back treats you better than you did. We got to talk about that because even when I was dating or even marriage, whatever, I'll show a picture to my ex-wife or my girlfriend or whatever, of a girl who I talked to previously, and they're like, "Oh, you talked to that, right? Whatever." Oh,
Because we're petty.
yes, you are petty, but once again, see, the thing is, y'all base y'all looks on everything. Yes, looks do
We
play,
do.
looks do play a role, but if Big Back is doing everything right to give me the peace that I need to be whatever, we'll go to that Big Back. We'll go from having a dime to Fat Albert. I'm joking. Let me stop. My bad. I'm sorry, slipped out. We'll go from a Beyonce to a Kelly Price. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Because if the Kelly Price is treating you right, it's okay. Now you sitting there all mad, you look good, but guess what? You funky. Your attitude's bad. You don't cook, you don't clean, you just pretty. That's it. Big Back. Listen, she's Big Back for a reason. That means she throws down in the kitchen. She eats good. He probably eats good. It all plays a role. But anyway, you back, Mr. B.I.B.
I think I'm back.
You
Am
are.
I
You're
clear?
here. Yes, you
Okay.
are.
I'm gonna be quick before I get kicked. A lot of women have lost they men to big backs when they were fine and going through postpartum. This is a theory that I've been having for a long time about and when I think about a lot of breakups in the 80s, a lot of men went and kind of cheated on they women during their postpartum times with the big back women who were treating them the right way. I think this has been a known in our community, and it's even part of the culture that a lot of people don't really speak about. But big back women have always taken good men from regular women when they started acting crazy after a baby comes. This has happened in our community for sure a lot.
That's a damn good theory. Because a lot, you know what, it's happened a lot of the times we didn't even recognize postpartum as a thing, right? Like
Right.
postpartum was a thing that happened to white women. We didn't get this and it wasn't being recognized. It was just, I had a baby, so I'm emotional. But while
Right.
you're emotional, you're pushing your man away. And to you guys' point, all of you are saying, and a man wants peace. So now the house is not peaceful because you got you dealing with your hormones and this baby crying all day. So I'm gonna go to where peace is, and if Shirley is gonna give me, yam and banana, I'm so Jamaican, yam and banana and dumpling and some good food. What would you guys say? I don't know, pumpkin pie. I don't know. Whatever the equivalent in America is.
Hey, no, no,
No, I don't know what is sweet potato pie. Like sweet potato pie and like some good food, some fried chicken and collard greens and all of that. Then that's where I'm gonna go because I'm being taken care of. So Broken Berlin, he's coming back. I completely get that. I completely get that concept, and you're right. What happens is women like me who are not big backs, because we're caught up in the beauty of our beauty and thinking that sometimes this is not for you to stay, we overlook the big back. So to Twins' point, when you show the picture, we're like, that's who you were with? Oh, I'm not. I have nothing to worry about. When it's Shirley, we need to be worried about because Shirley's feeding you and taking care of you and listening to you. And Shirley's like the church lady, and she's got sweeties in her titties and stuff, and pulling out where there's candy. Sorry, I'm gonna stop. Broken Berlin, you can start. I'm trying to be an adult today.
Oh man.
I'm gonna be an adult. You said when you said Fat Albert, it took me out. I was
Yeah,
I was
no,
fine.
I'm guilty. I started. I'm sorry. I'm
It was
sorry.
fine. And now I'm thinking about Big Shirley having like candy in her titties and stuff, and like just ready to take care of you. And this is a lesson. Like I'm keeping this up because you guys hit on something. This is a lesson that as women we haven't learned yet. I'm gonna be honest. It isn't a lesson we haven't learned this because I think for those of us who go to the gym to unbig our back and take our vitamins and drink our water and do all the things that we're supposed to do because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to look good, we're supposed to show out, we're supposed to do all that stuff. So I won't lie, if there was a big back who was after my man, I'd probably react. I'd be like, I'm not worried, not knowing that she's plotting, that the moment I slip up, Shirley is coming with her collard greens because I date Americans. She's coming with her collard greens and her fried chicken and
Mm.
all that stuff. She's like, forget her rice and oxtail and curry chicken over there. She said, come back over here on our side and come get this food and this piece.
Now, if you got jerk, that's a different story. Now, I don't mind
Okay, so I'm gonna keep jerk chicken around. I do a great jerk chicken wing. Let me tell you.
the jerk. I'm gonna hold on. I like some jerk. Now. If you know, you know, fellas. If you know, you know. Hurry for it.
Okay,
It's gonna mess your clothes up. Jerk though, boy.
but Broken Berlin makes a good point. Good food and peace will make men say peace. That is so funny to kids and mean women, not to the kids.
All right. I wouldn't say
Not
kids.
the kid. Not the kids getting astray. Not the kids.
Kids
Sorry,
but
it's not funny. I'm
I mean,
being
I
an
get what
adult.
you're saying though, but yeah, not the kids though. But to the woman, yes. But we
But
all
usually, when you say goodbye to the woman, you're saying goodbye to the kids because you know some of those women will keep them kids.
well, especially here in America. So yes. So when you say peace to her, just know that by default, she will get the kids. You have to have hard evidence showing that she is an unfit mother for you not for you to get the kids. You have to have hard. You will have to have video evidence, sound, and everything in 4K to
I'm
prove
done.
that she's
I'm
an.
done with Broken Berlin right now. I'm sorry. I know you're here, but he said big batch smoke weed too. Then he continued to say, "Have you feeling all good and give full body massages?" I'm actually done. I'm done. I'm done.
Mind you, hold on. And also, it may not just be the big backs. It may be like the you may not you're 10, but she may be like a 6 or a 5. Know what I'm saying? She can still have a body. She just ain't as beautiful, right? But she does everything else.
Well, it brings me to Mr. Mister's point here. Mr. Mister is making a valid point, and he's summarizing what you guys are saying. Men are very simple. These dating tips keep revolving around the same 5 points. Fix your bad attitude, lose weight, don't be a financial burden, don't
Mm,
have kids by other men, and
mm.
reciprocate.
I mean, no lies there. That's it.
I what would more men think twice about cheating if this alienation of affection law was in other states or more countries? Would it make a difference? If you knew you could be sued or your mistress slash new wife could be sued.
I mean, I think it would. I wish you know what. I wish I had time to look. I wish I looked up the numbers for the divorce rate in North Carolina because
I'm gonna try to look it up.
I'm sure it's much lower anywhere else or in those states because you have more to lose, right? I mean, you're already losing as a guy. You're losing the house, the kids. You're already losing that on top of that, right? So imagine you go through a divorce, lose your house, give all your finances up, blah blah blah, right? Then you move on with the new lady, and you think you're gonna start fresh with her and brand new, and guess what? They take on her shit too. So you pretty much double whammy jacked up. So I mean, I would say if it was across the board all over the state, I think it will have men to have second thoughts about it, or finalize your divorce. Because a lot of men, we drag our feet. Like we don't, what I'm saying, we ain't ready to go to courts or all that. So that might have men like, what, let me get this done out the way quick before I do this, because if so, we could jam me up in the future. So yeah, that's my thought.
So what's interesting, you are right. So the divorce rate in North Carolina has declined since the 1990s. Back in the 90s, it used to be 5.1 per thousand. Now in 2023, this is the latest number this pulled for me. Actually, it pulled for me 2025. North Carolina is 2.7 per thousand,
Mm.
which is very small, right? Because a very small, so which means out of every 1,000 couples, 2.7, so we'll round it up to three couples get divorced. And Broken Berlin says, yeah, he absolutely thinks it would make people think twice about having
Fair.
an affair.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. I'm gonna add actually a caveat, not just having an affair, publicizing that affair. Because again, social media is not necessarily our friend. We do not need to put everything on social media. Let me tell you, you guys are going to meet my next person when I release my wedding pictures. That's when y'all gonna know who the hell I'm with. Dum 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 ha, right? That's when, because everything I will tell you my dating horror stories, but you are not gonna know who makes me his missus until we are way down the aisle. And you might see half of his face at that point, because social media sometimes is a hellhole of misery. So not only did you cheat, you made it public for your 3 million followers who, and think about it, if every follower sent it to just one person, that's 3 million more people who know about this woman and the pain, and you guys there talking about, oh my love, and what am I doing? Bitch. And
Yeah.
you're a big back. I'm getting back to that. And you're a big back. So her friend, and I'm telling you, her friends were in her. If I lost my man, I know what you guys are saying, and I get it. And I get it. You guys know, from a logical perspective, I get it. If I am not my man's piece, if I don't have value to my man, if I'm not servicing him the way, because I believe a wife is supposed to be of service to her husband. Okay, that is my belief. That's how I grew up. A wife is of service to her husband. She serves her husband. If I'm not doing all of those things, okay, and fulfilling my wifely duties, I get that it's going to push him out the door. And if it pushes him out to the door with a carbon copy of me, I am going to get it. But if I lose my husband to a big back, I'm never gonna live that shit down. So the fact that I'm telling you, the fact that she was a big back, she was hearing it from family, from friends. No, you did not lose your husband to that heifer. She had to sue. She had to sue. Kids too. The pain and the suffering every time she got a forwarded message, because you can only tell people to not send me, please stop forwarding me, all that stuff. If she's got 3 million followers, imagine if you're following, and they were following some of the same TikTok, because again, they had a joint TikTok. They were doing TikToks and stuff together. They were doing it as two couples. And now now you've switched husband, switch, like switch. So all of a sudden, she shows up with the other person's husband on her channel talking about, oh, surprise, big news, I'm divorcing, I'm separated, I'm moving. And now they're like, hold on, wasn't he her husband in the last video? No. Mm-mm. No, I do too. I listen. I'm not, and I get it. I get it from a logical standpoint, but I'm telling you, from a emotional, not fuck your feelings standpoint, losing losing your husband, man, fiance, boyfriend. I know the guy you were dating, your jump off. Anything to a big back right now, women would lose their crap. And if they're in a position to sue, they will sue. So, like, and gentlemen, you can be sued too. Again, this is not a gender specific role. If you decide that you want to take some man's wife because you can do better than him, he can turn around, and sue you for alienation of affection. Now, the one thing I will say, it doesn't count if you started a relationship and you were separated.
Right.
That case is bye bye. Don't even bother to file it, right? But if you were in, again, switch, they were doing TikToks together and they switched. She switched. She just all of a sudden had somebody else's husband online. Girl,
Yeah.
girl.
And the audacity that like you said, you posted everything online. So you was that confident that nothing would happen, I guess. But you live in North Carolina. You should have knew that was going to happen. And out of 3 million followers or whatever, someone was going to tell somebody knew the law there. There has to be one person there who has legal background or knows someone who's a lawyer. So I'm pretty sure they said, "Oh, you can sue her." I can? Yeah. Listen, this is North Carolina, and looked it up. Said, "Oh, I can sue her." And then they presented over 700 documents of
Yes. Text messages and tickety talk videos.
700. Yeah, she was cooked. She was cooked, mind you.
And then this fool represented herself
Yeah, that's where she messed up at.
because she went to ChatGPT University of Law. Okay. And so she thought she was going to ask ChatGPT, tell me everything you know about alienation of affection in North Carolina so I can go defend myself. Girl, that's not how this works. 1.75 million is what you're being sued for. And you thought it was a good idea to represent yourself?
And she gonna say she gave me consent. Okay, where's the recording? Right? Where's the document? Notary sign. Where's something to show that she did this? Because all it's like here says she said. Oh, she said it when. She said it when. Can you prove it? Let's say she did say it, right? Let's say she did say, I give consent. How can you prove it? People lie all the time. People go right to put their hand on the Bible. I plead the fifth, whatever. I testify to give you the truth, nothing but the truth, whatever, and then turn around and lie.
Not lie.
And lie on the Bible. So
she couldn't prove that woman gave her consent, but that woman could prove that she was all over social media with her 3 million followers. I think social media absolutely changed how this took place. Had this been an affair in secret, it is very different. Had she maybe had 300 followers and not 3 million, it likely would have also been different. But this woman is reliving her pain every time somebody is going to forward a video. Somebody's going to forward a video and people are going to ask questions. And with Tickety Talk, when people ask questions, you can put the question on top of your Tickety Talk and answer the question. So you know how many questions, because we're nosy. We're nosy by nature. So people are definitely like, why are you guys together? Why did you leave your husband? So they're like, oh my God, this is what happened. Girl, clip it, send it to the jury, $1.75 million. So ladies and gentlemen, please start respecting the covenant of your marriage, especially if you're in the following states: Hawaii, Mississippi, New Mexico, North Carolina, South Dakota, and Utah, because you can be sued. And most of us don't got no $1.75 million. And you can't tell me how long it's going to take to mend my broken heart. Now I'm taking care of now she's like, now I'm taking care of my kids by myself. I didn't sign up for this. Now I'm a single mother. I might have to end up on Kendra G single. And you know what they're going to say? We don't want to date a single mother. She didn't sign up for this. She did not sign up for this. She did not sign up. Again, she didn't file divorce. It's one thing if this woman had turned around and filed divorce. She did not. So she didn't sign up to have babies with her husband just to turn around and be a single mother and then have to go on Singles Live and then have people commenting on nobody wants to date a single mother. She was living happy with her husband doing tickety talks. And now she's out here seeing a therapist. I guarantee she went to a therapist. That's the trick, ladies, for real though. you should go to a therapist. Don't just mend your broken heart by yourself or in your group chat. Go to a therapist, because then the therapist goes on the stand and says, I might have to treat her for years. It is going to take a while because you know what, her spirit has been dampened. This is going to take a little bit and we need to go through that. And now the kids are going to need therapy because they're watching their mother go through a broken heart and the impact that that's going to have on them. Girl, $1.75 million for your ass. So cheat. I mean, if you're gonna, but if you're gonna cheat, just cheat in private. That's what my daddy did. I mean, and then I came, so it wasn't so private, I guess. Sorry.
Or just don't cheat. How about that?
When I came,
Either don't cheat or just finalize your shit first before you move on.
before you move on, and in some of these states, divorce. Here's the thing, people. Divorce is an option. If you really are that unhappy, if you found, because falling out of love apparently is a thing, right?
Yes,
People fall in love and they fall out of love. And it sucks if you're the person who's in a marriage with someone who's fallen out of love with you. It is awful, but it happens. You can literally go to court. You can agree on everything and go to court. And depending on your country or state or county or whatever, it can be 60 to 90 days once the judge ratifies and signs the paper that you're free.
yes.
So within almost like 90 to 120 days of deciding that you don't want to be together, you can be quiet for 120 days and now put all your business on social media, and like you guys can creep around during the separation period. Not every state even requires a 1 year separation.
Facts.
Some states do, some countries do, some of them don't. You can literally you can go to court and say, we would like a mediator, we want dissolution of marriage. And some states will even declare you as single while you're going through the divorce. So that's what happened to Kim Kardashian in California. Before her and Kanye were legally divorced, the court classified them as single. There was no reconciliation that was going to happen, because Kim said she was not basically going to go around dating as a married woman, respected. So she had the court declare them as single. So she was single, and they just had to tie up the custody and assets and all of that stuff. But she was now legally single. You can do all of that and not go around. Just relax for a second. It's like just 6 months. Calm your vaginas and your penises for 620 days, 4 months. Like it just I don't listen. There ain't no man. Let me tell you something. There ain't no man. Let me just be real close. There is no man that is worth 100,000, much as $1.75 million for me to be sued because I wanted to have pleasure with him. I'm gonna have to pay to be with you. That's basically what happened. She now has to pay to love up her man. 1.7 million. So every pump he gives her.
Come on now,
That is $1.75 million worth of pumps.
oh, my
Okay. Okay. She's up there. Okay. That is $1.7 million worth of pumps. Nope. 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 God himself would have to come down and say that there's a man worth 1.7 million for the pumps he's giving me, because that's what is happening. So no, ma'am. People just don't do it. Don't cheat. Like we're the mature audience over here, even though I'm a child today. But just don't do it. If a relationship is not working, leave. If a marriage is not working, have a conversation with your spouse and go about it the right way. Like seriously, be two mature adults, figure it out and go off and live your lives. But do not just be running out here and cheating and then putting it on a public platform to bring harm, because you can't tell a person, man or woman, how long it should take to mend their heart. And here's the thing: I don't think most people go into marriages to get divorced.
No,
Like,
no.
I know I didn't, and I know you didn't. I didn't go into my marriage thinking that my marriage would end in divorce. Like, I would have celebrated 17 years of marriage this year. Right? When my wedding anniversary date came up, I was walking down the street and I went, crap, it's May 17th. I would have been married for like it it I may have got married in 2008, and it was literally instinctual. I was just walking down the street, realized the date, and said, oh my God, I would have been. I did not intend to get married to be divorced. So imagine getting married and then having somebody steal, because in your mind, they've stolen your partner and they're now flaunting it all over social media.
And you know them
And you know them because they're literally your cousin in law,
personally.
because you're married to cousins. You were sitting at the dinner table together. You probably went on trips together. You were women, so you were in the bathroom with each other, fixing each other's hair and makeup and bra straps. Okay? Like, you were doing the most together, and now that person is sleeping with your spouse. Don't do it, guys. It's not worth it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know any pump that is worth $0.7 million. And again, the cousin is going to sue cousin, and I don't know any patty woo-ha that is worth $1.75 million. Because
That
if the ex-wife won, he's just going to use the same grounds and sue her. Now, I will say, if you are thinking about doing this, the statute of limitations is 3 years. So you've got 3 years. If you are going to sue for alienation or affection, especially North Carolina, the statute of limitations is 3 years. So
yeah.
after 3 years and one day of this event, you cannot go ahead and sue. I just don't know when the 3 years starts. If the 3 years starts from the date you found out about the divorce, I mean about the affair, I'm gonna go with that. But ladies and gentlemen, look that up. So I'm gonna go with it likely starts from the date that you found out about the affair, that there's a 3 year statute of limitations on when you can go ahead. But again, and if you're going to have an affair with somebody's husband, don't document it on social media for people to see. Be smart. Again, don't cheat. We do not recommend cheating over here. But if you're going to be a cheater, at least be a smart cheater. And are
Message.
there really, can you actually smartly cheat? Because I mean, you have to be like a real cheater, like you'd have to be a sleuth of a cheater for like there be no evidence at all.
Yeah, both got to be on the same page.
Yeah, man. Like I don't know, because I've been cheated on, and none of my men that cheated on me were that smart that I didn't find out. Like they just were not that. And maybe you're right. They had to be on the same page because these women kept calling me. I got phone calls from the women. That's generally how I found out. Is the women called me to tell me, "Do you know that your man is Okay, thank you. You wanted him so badly, you felt the need to call me to tell me. Why didn't you tell him like leave your wife or leave your girlfriend and be with me? But you felt that you would call me because I was going to leave him so you could have him. But ladies, that never works. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. So if you are the way, that generally never works. Because if the man wanted to leave,
He left.
he would just leave.
Facts.
You don't need to push him to leave by having, because you know what my husband said to me when the woman called? He told me every bad thing about that woman. He told me how her house was dirty. He told me how she did, like, he went on, and I was like, look, I didn't ask for all that information, but he gave me every disparaging thing. Apparently, that's supposed to save it. And I was like, you were still putting your penis in her patty woo ha. So, but that's what happens, ladies. If these men wanted to be with you, you wouldn't have to pick up the phone and call the wife, the fiance, the girlfriend, nothing. That man would say, you know what? I am going to be with you. I'm going to leave her. Let's go look at houses tomorrow so we can be together and go off into Merry Maryland. The moment you pick up the phone to call the wife or the girlfriend, you've lost your leverage.
Yeah. With that being said, when they do that, So when they call the other woman or come to the house, whatever. At the
Come
end
to
of
the
the day,
house.
you just made his situation worse, right? Right. So, of course, his woman that he's with or his wife, whatever, they're done. Now he's done with you because you blew his shit up. On top of that, so guess what? Neither one of y'all gonna have me because I'm gonna go and be with someone else. Like you thought turning on me was gonna help me be with you even more now. Like if I were, we talk about this, ladies. If a man really wants you, he'll run through brick walls for you. So if you're the side piece, just know you're the side piece. If he's gonna be with you, he'd have left his wife. He'd have did extra. He'd have moved out.
Yeah, don't call me.
Everything would have happened. It wouldn't have been. Oh yeah, I'm still. Just give me time. We're working on this. The kids. The kids. Don't use the kids a lot. I'm never.
They'll use the kids a lot.
It's for the kids. You know what I'm saying? It's me and you. Meanwhile, 3 years gone by, and he's still, no. If he wanted to be with you, he'd have left and did what he had to do to be with you. So play your part or don't play your part. But if you think you're gonna blow a spot up and you think it's a win for you, it's a double L.
Double L.
Trust me.
Because women like me also are not going to curse you out. And I think every time I was called, they were shocked at how calm I was. They would be going off and giving me the rundown and telling me all the things. And when they were done, I'd be like, "Okay, thank you. Are you done?" I remember when the one called about my husband. I said, "Are you done?" And she says, "Yes." And then she paused and said, "Okay, thank you for the information. I'm going to go call my husband now." Girl, my issue's not with you. I did not marry you. I actually do not care about you. I don't even remember her name. And she had a baby for him. And I do not remember. I remember her name now. I just thought about it because it was Bunny. Her freaking name was Bunny. Who the hell has an affair with a woman named Bunny?
The fact that you
Real name.
hold on. The fact that you pause, like, okay, thank you, Lord. That's what it was. Like,
It was like,
oh yeah, Bunny, thank you. I forgot what's her name. Bunny. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, her name was Bunny.
and that's the only reason I remember. That's why it was so quick. It wasn't like Lindsay or something. It was Bunny. Bunny Love actually was her name. Like in real, like for real. I done put that woman's name out there, but I digress.
That's what we doing tonight. You
I'm sorry. But she done called me and disrupted my peace. And I was like, girl, okay, you could have had sex with him and I didn't need to know about it. Like, I was like, why did you involve me? It was not a threesome.
and also
Okay?
think about this. When she did that XYZ, did he end up with her?
No.
Do you see the point that's made? You just proved the point that I just proved the point.
My husband came home so quick when I made that phone call. Let me tell you something. My husband was a staff sergeant in the military. We lived on base in Las Vegas, Nevada. You don't just leave post. I don't know what he told them people. I don't know if he told them I was sick or something, or if I broke my arm or my leg and he needed to rush home. But when I tell you that man was home lickety split, okay? To tell me all the things and all the rounds and the circles and everything else to not have me leave. And I didn't leave him. I actually did not leave. When the second woman came, I left him. But the first one, I didn't leave him. So she didn't get anything. They didn't end up together.
Right. So,
And then after that, he never saw her. After that, she had to drop off the baby in a way that was like my wife has to be there. Or it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like now we're alone. Girl, you got nothing out of that. Ladies, don't do that. It is a waste of time. Just don't have affairs with, you're always going to be the side thing. And listen, I'm a big believer. How you get them is how you lose them.
message.
So that woman, like 1.75 million, that's not going to be the only thing she's going to lose is her money. That man's going to be leaving too. How you get them, ladies, is how you lose them, because karma is a big biatch with a capital B. But that's just my thoughts. Anyways, it is time for our dating tips, Mr. If you're still there, please put your dating tips in the comment section. And I actually almost just gave my dating tip, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go first tonight. Dating tip. Don't be a side chick. That's pretty much it. There is no benefit, ladies, in being a side chick. Like Twins is always saying, and the men on the show say, when a man wants you, he will literally try to walk through brick walls. They will drive, fly, get on buses, trains, boats, whatever they need to do to get to you. A man who wants a woman is never too busy, is never too focused on his career, none of that. So if he's making you a side chick, because I don't think any of us sign up to be side chick. No woman wakes up and says, "Yep, I want to be a side chick today." Right? The man puts you in the side chick position. And because you want that man so much, you just sit down in that position, hoping and praying one day that you will be the one, but you won't. And even if you are, you will only be so for a short period of time because the way you get them is the way you lose them. So that is my dating tip. Twins.
So mine's very similar to hers, very short to the point. If you live in one of those states, find your own man and find your own wife. And if you want someone else, finalize your shit first. Finalize the divorce. Get it done. Get it over with. Because it's going to cost you in the long run. But overall, find your own man and find your own woman. In North Carolina, South Dakota, the other,
Utah, Mississippi,
yeah,
Hawaii, wherever the other states, and North Carolina.
North Carolina, yeah. Most places we ain't there anyway. North Carolina might be the only place we'll be at. When I say we,
Thank you.
black people.
The blacks.
Yeah, yeah.
The
One
blacks.
person that's from Utah or a black person from Utah, Hawaii. No, I haven't met no one that's black that's from those locations. North Carolina, oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
So,
so watch out.
please move to South Carolina. You just go next state down. You know what I'm saying? Just go next state. But if you North Carolina, don't do it. I'm telling you, it's gonna cost you 1.7. Find your own man. Find your own woman.
$1.75 million for some D. I'm gonna pass on that. Like, subscribe, and share. We know you guys are watching. I look at the analytics. A lot of you are watching several of our videos but not subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything. Press the button that says subscribe, and while you're there, also press the notifications so you know when we go live. We are happy to have you on the show every week. I put the link on. If you were here, you saw that Broken Berlin came on the show. He just had to click the link in the comment section. If you want to be one of our co-hosts and you have a topic that you want to bring to the table, please email me at fyftheshow@gmail.com. Again, I hope to be here next week. I will be on vacation in Cuba. As long as the Wi-Fi is working, we will have a show, but I will make no apologies if I'm in a bikini doing next week's show because I'm on vacation and we got to do what we got to do. So we shall see. Tune in. Tune in.
Cuba, get that Wi-Fi together. She's coming your way. Get that Wi-Fi.
Okay, tune in.
Together.
I may be in a bikini, okay? Because the girl is on vacation, and also get your throats going, everybody, because I would like you all to sing me happy birthday. Well, Twins really to sing me happy birthday because my birthday is next Wednesday and I'm entering the 4-6 era. So I will be 46 as long as my eyes open on Wednesday, November the 19th. I will be 46 years old and I am looking forward to it. So again, like, share, subscribe. We appreciate you. Any last words, Twins?
Find your own man.